Hello guys, I am driving to work and I thought I would chit chat with you a little bit while I did that. And I have worked for 2 days now, and as you can imagine, after being closed for 2 months, the salon is very busy. Everybody, lots of people need their hair cut. And I feel like a new person. It's kind of crazy. I think this time of being home and working on myself, I think it really was good for me. And even though it was difficult, and things, when we make changes and adjust, when people have to adjust themselves or really take a look at themselves, and I knew that was going to happen, when there's no distractions and you can't go do all the things that you normally do to distract yourself, you got to look at yourself. You got to look at your relationships with other people, how you treat yourself, how you treat your family, that sort of thing. And it was difficult in parts, and then other parts it was really nice, because having to stay at home and I'm not forced to work, but not being forced to go out on a regular basis out into the public was really good for me. So I don't know how long it's going to last that we are going to stay open in my state, because already the numbers, whether you believe them or not, have jumped up. And of course we're coming into Memorial Day weekend, and we live in a high tourist fishing, cabin, up north cabin area. So we're going to have a large influx of people probably starting today. They start coming into town. And with that, people will bring, the virus will spread. And I have to say that people, I had said this to one of my subscribers last night, because he was just kind of checking in. Thanks, Walter. He was kind of checking in how I was doing, and with going back to work, and wanting me to know that he was thinking about me. And I just told him, if you want to feel loved and be appreciated, reopen your salon after a few months of being forced to close in the midst of a pandemic, because oh my goodness, people are so excited to get their hair done. They're so excited to see us at the salon and get taken care of again. And and people they're happy to be out. They're happy that things are opening again, but there's still a lot of apprehension and fear, and people are worried about this and that, and they don't necessarily want to go back to life as normal, really. I mean, they talk about it, but there's a lot of fear underneath that. And of course that they're still watching the news, so if you watch that, there's just fear all over the place with that, because I think that's the line they're running right now with media. They want you to be afraid of everything, so that, I don't know, that you go along with their program, whatever that is. And the weather is getting really nice up here, so then people are wanting to go outside and do their normal things, and it's just waiting to see what happens. I'm glad to be back to work. I did have some anxiety the day before, as is usual, but what was unusual is that heading to work on Tuesday morning, which would have been my first day, I ordinarily have a lot of anxiety on my way to work. It's just the preparation for being out in public and having to, I guess, edit myself and put my guard up and put my shields on, and I didn't have that on the way to work. So I feel so much better than before. I feel a little more free and a little more like myself, whatever myself is. I keep saying that, I'm going to be myself. I'm going to just say whatever, and I'm still figuring out what myself is, but I feel like a new person. I feel very, very light, and I don't like all the fear and apprehension that I feel coming off of people, but I'm definitely recognizing that it's not mine, because I don't have any fear over this. I have, thoughts of, okay, well, it's going to really spread now because everybody's out and about, everybody's acting like things are normal, and so it's going to really spread now. So I have thoughts about that, but that's not going to change my day-to-day life. But yeah, it's good to be back to work and feel kind of normal. I was extremely tired physically because, like I said, my hairdresser muscles are not in shape anymore, and standing on your feet for 10 hours with your arms up in the air is a job. And I was feeling real old on Tuesday night, I can tell you that. I sat down in my chair after I got home and fed all my critters and did all my chores, and oh man, my body hurt. But I'm kind of wondering how you guys, if you're returning back to your normal schedule, how is it feeling? What's the kind of environment like? Are people feeling normal, or are they also feeling fearful and apprehensive? Oh, some motorcycles are going to drive by us. It might be noisy. Oh, no, they were kind of quiet. But yeah, well, we got a lot of construction stuff going on here, it looks like. Maybe they're going to do something to this road. But yeah, so heading to work again. It's Friday for me. It's actually Thursday, but it's Friday for me today at work, and I have another busy 9 to 7 day, and I'm excited. I love my job. I love it even more now than I ever did, and it looks a little different with the health department, recommendations and mandates that we have. I have to wear a mask at work, which is not comfortable, but if that's what I have to do to work, then that's what I'll do to work. I did have some opposition from people that, don't want to wear one, and that's fine. They can do their thing, I guess. But as far as that, yeah, and I know there's like a big thing about it, conflicting with people's freedoms and whatever, and we're not going to be arrested if we don't wear a mask. It's just a recommendation, and I want people to feel safe coming into the salon. And we've had some people calling and asking questions about masks, and how many people we have and that sort of thing. And we do have a older population of people here, and a lot of our clients are elderly or immune compromised, so I do like to do what I can do to keep people safe. So lots of extra cleaning procedure and mask wearing and that sort of thing. But I'm glad to be back to work, and I will wear a mask if I have to just so that I can work. And I hope you guys have a great day. I am just about to work here, so I missed you guys, and I was like, I better put something out there just to chit chat a little bit and have some conversation. So have a great day. Live in love, out of the way you were created.